Hey everybody, I'm in the kitchen and I'm fixing me some creamy pea salad. Now if you like peas, I'm talking about using the frozen peas, the fresh peas. And all you got to do is just warm them up just a little bit, enough to thaw them out. And then just like this, I've had them draining over my sink over here, getting as much water out of them as I can. And they're still kind of warm, but that's okay because they'll take the flavor of everything a lot better if they're warm. But I'm going to let them finish draining. And then I've got 3 Roma tomatoes that I have taken the seeds out of. Whoops! I've taken the seeds out of. Because you want to try to cut on as much water in this as you can. And I've got half a cup of chopped purple onion or red onion, whatever you want to call it. I had a little dangling piece of onion there. And I've got some boiled eggs here. You can use as many as you would like to use. I'll probably use about 3. But anyway, I'm going to chop this tomato up. And I want to cut it in kind of small pieces. This adds a little flavor to it, and so you're not just eating peas. And it'd be a good salad to just have for supper or something like that. Let me get this end off it here. You could use a bell pepper if you wanted to. It depends on what you like. Some people might not like the onion, might like the bell pepper better. But I'm an onion eater. So, I know this is kind of a simple dish, but a lot of people have never made pea salad. And pea salad is not hard to make, and there's so many different variations of it. You can actually put a little bit of corn in it. I thought about putting a little bit of cucumber in mine, and I might still do it, I don't know. I wanted something that had some green in it that I could eat and just be fresh out of the fridge and not have to cook it and heat it up and everything. So we're going to try this and see how I like this. I've had pea salad before, but it's been years since I had it. And it was a different kind of pea salad than this. And we'll also put just a little bit of cheese in it, shredded cheese. And this will have a lot of your protein. You'll have a few carbs, but not a lot. And then you're going to get a lot of your veggies out of it that you know is so good for us. And so you want to try to keep as much water base out of it as possible, though. You can also use a vinaigrette, or you can make it creamy, whichever one you'd rather do. I will probably make it creamy. Because I've had a lot of stomach trouble before with vinegary. I can't use a lot of vinegar, but a little bit doesn't hurt. But I'll be back in just a second, and we'll try to get the rest of this done. Now I'm going to cut my eggs in quarters. I'll cut it in half, and then I'll cut it in half again. Let me get over here. And then I just cut it in like bite-sized pieces. I'll leave the yolk in it. There's 2. Now I'm going to look. I think 3 will be plenty. So this is a very nutritious salad. And if you like peas, and even if you're watching your sugar, you can still eat this. Moderation is the key, guys. Moderation is the key. Now, let me put that right there. I think maybe I'll try just a little bit of cucumber in it and see how it does. I think I'm going to try some. I'll probably use about half this cucumber. I'm going to peel it. I don't like it with the peeling on it. Some people like the peeling, some people don't. I'm one of those that don't like the peeling. So I cut it off. Only thing I like peelings on is pickles. When I was a kid, I guess, where you get a bite of that cucumber and you get a bite of that sappy stuff that comes out of it, and it is bitter as my granny would say, bitter as quinine. Now we're going to put the cucumber in there. We're just going to cut small. You have to hold it kind of tight because you want these pieces to be kind of small, not real big. We're getting it. I would like the seeds been just a little bit smaller, but it's okay. Now, we're only going to do half of a cucumber because cucumbers have a very pungent taste, and they'll come right out. So here's my 4 Roma tomatoes, or 3 Roma tomatoes. Here's my half a cup of purple onion. Now let me get my peas over here. And this is 1 bag of, I think it's green, let's see, bird's eye. It's bird's eye peas. Let me read it here. 10 ounces. This is a 10-ounce pack of bird's eye peas. Now let me wash my hands before I handle the bag. Okay, now we got our egg, and we're going to put it in here. Let me get my cucumber scraps up here and put them in the garbage. And I'll be back in just a second when we get our dressing. Okay, I'm going to mix up my own little concoction here. I've got some creamy ranch fat-free dressing. I'm going to put part of this in here because I'm trying to cut down on the fat a little bit. Now, we're going to add a little bit of sour cream. About a pretty good sized tablespoon. And we're going to use just a little bit of Duke's mayonnaise. Let me get another spoon here. And this is just to give it that creaminess to it. Set that right there. And we'll stir this up and see how it looks. Okay, now let me taste of it and see how it tastes. Needs a little bit of sugar, just a tad bit. Let me get my onion powder. Well, everything I grabbed hasn't been opened yet. Now, if I can find where it's opened at, well, heck. I'm telling you what, guys. I'm going to put a little bit of onion powder. About a half teaspoon, maybe. Maybe a fourth of a teaspoon. I don't know if it's even a half. Now let's see. That's still awful tangy. This ranch dressing here, the creamy ranch, is really tangy. I'm going to use it anyway. I'm going to put a little black pepper in it. I think it will be okay. It doesn't have to be real sweet. Now let's just hope we got enough here to... Okay, now pour this over our pea salad. Let me get a spatula here and see if I can work this in it. Yeah, that works out good. Now we want to refrigerate this for about 6 hours before we eat any of it. If you're gonna make yourself a pea salad, make it before you're gonna want it. Because you want it to develop all these flavors. Now I'm gonna put this in a dish and put it in the refrigerator and let it sit. You can see how it looks. And then you can sit down, and if you got a little bit of a piece of chicken or something like that you're having for supper, then you can have this, or you can just have this for a midday snack or something. Something that's nutritious and good for you. And try it and see. Try it and see what you think about it. If you'd rather use like just a full fat Hidden Valley Ranch dressing on it, you can do that. You can use what I have tasted some of these. They're very sweet. But now this one's going to be a little bit more tart. Mine is. And Robert will probably like that better. But anyway, you all try to make you some pea salad. See what you think about it. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a blessed day. And there it is, guys. I'm going to put it in the fridge. I've got my lid right here. I'm going to sit it in there and let it marinate. I'll talk to y'all later. Well, guys, I'll clean up my counter here, and I happen to think, you didn't put any cheese in it. So I got it back out. We're going to put some cheese in it. I'm going to put about a 1/4 cup, maybe a little more of cheese, about 1/3 of a cup maybe. Now I'm going to stir that up in it. When I don't set things out, I forget about them. And I don't like to set things out and let them get warm because it causes them to go bad too quick. Now, let me get a spoon here and get this stirred up in it. See, it's not too late to put something in once you see you left something out, especially like this, because you can always go back and get it out and put it in. And if you wanted to, you could add some bacon bits to this. I didn't add bacon bits because Robert can't eat the red meat. So it kind of limits me on things I can put in it. But the bacon bits would have been good in it, but it'll be okay without it. Now, back in the fridge it goes. And back to cleaning my counter off. See you all.